All right. What up, guys? It's your girl, Angie Smalls, and I am here with Blanco15. Okay, so we've been trying to get him on the show. I know I've been seeing you and your crew everywhere online, and I feel like you guys are just making so much noise right now. And honestly, in my opinion, you guys are definitely the freshman class. And that's like the highest compliment that I could, make right now, because that means you guys are what's new, emerging. I don't know if you're familiar with like the Source magazine, but they used to have something called the freshman class. That means like who's next, what's up next. You guys are on. Sure. You guys were next, but now you guys are on, right? Is that how it feels?
No, for sure. It's like it's crazy to see how everything's lining up, and even with our team, like everybody's on the same page, everybody's trying to win, so it's dope, and it for sure feels like that. You feel me? Like we the three, me, Tommy Guns, P-Face, and our team, shout out Demon, everybody, all of us from the camp, man.
And you guys are all like 19, 20, right?
Yeah, around that age, around that age, all of us.
You guys are doing it big, like bigger than these 30-year-olds,
I mean, shit, that's what we're right there for. The youngsters are going to show them how we do it too,
Yeah. And so you got signed, right, to OTR?
Yeah.
Okay. So how's it working with that label?
Shout out Solis, shout out Janino, you feel me? It's going good, you feel me? Everything's been going good. I've been working. I've been dropping tapes with them. I've been dropping videos. I've been working recently too with DJ Flip and 808 Cartel. We have something going on, you feel me? And we got our little deal going, But it's dope. It's been good, Everything's been real good.
Yeah. So tell me about your relationship with DJ Flip. Like what,
Honestly, one day, shout out 16 Letter Management. One day, 16 Management. One day, he had called Tommy Guns to do a hot seat freestyle. It's basically DJ Flip's platform. And I took the homie Tommy Guns over there, and we both met DJ Flip that day. And there was actually a lot of fellas already in that studio that we already knew. So when we had that day planned to do the hot seat freestyle, we actually ended up going and just started rapping, mm-hmm. and just it was just a natural vibe, like it was genuine. And I know Flip for about I'll say three months solid. And we just been ongoing, making moves, making business, and running up motion, me and the squad.
So DJ Flip invited you to his studio. How did he find out about you?
He didn't find out about me. That's where he found out about Tommy Guns, because Tommy Guns' manager, 16 Letter Management, had hit him up to get on a platform and go basically be on his platform. And he didn't even know about me. And when I came, I told him I was signed to OTR and stuff, and he's like, oh, what? Like, Solis is the boy, and he ended up chopping it up, and he just pieced the dots, and we ended up just working all the time, And it just worked for both of us, because it's like, it's working,
Yeah.
All the numbers are there, everything's there, all the motion,
Yeah, you guys are really making it happen, and that's one way. It sounds like you guys are taking advantage of all the opportunities that come through, and
for sure,
that really speaks to how this game is, It's really a lot of like showing up, showing your
getting it done,
and having talent.
Yeah, for sure. That's the main one, having talent, I mean, even at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that don't have talent, but they're still making it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because it's like their work ethic or what they're portraying, or like at the end of the day, it's what you put into this is what you're gonna get back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the truth, I mean, if you're working for it and you're preaching that you're going to get it out of what you never had nothing, then you're for sure going to get it.
So what's your favorite social media platform? Let's talk about, like, how do you think one can really make it if they weren't, like, viral?
Like, you're speaking, like, as an artist, how would one really make it? Like, honestly, it would most likely just be, like, if they weren't viral, and nowadays it's like you can't just go and sell CDs on the corner, Yeah. So it's like I wouldn't really know how to work, honestly. It's like you got to put your stuff out there so you can be seen. You got to be in everybody's face to be seen. But it's like, I don't know, honestly, for an artist trying to be seen and get seen is like maybe get booked for shows. You know,
Okay,
get
that's
your
a good-
name, get
that's
your
a good
name
one.
out there, get
Yeah.
booked for a show. You know, start doing promo, do a lot of stuff. You know, and it's the truth.
That's great advice. That's
Like it's truth. Like brand yourself, because the best thing someone could do is brand yourself. You could brand yourself the best way. You feel me?
yeah.
Like that's the easiest thing to say. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel that. Especially you got your own motion, your own wave, your own style. How do you feel about that? Do you think that you stand out in a way because your name is Blanco and you're out here in the...
No, for sure. I do. I have. For sure, I do stand out. You know, like I for sure do. Like, I mean, you know, I'm white. You know, I'm Caucasian.
I
You know,
heard you're Bosnian.
yeah, I'm from Europe. You know, so it's like it's. I stand out for sure. Like the way I'm rapping, the way I'm talking, the way I carry myself. You know, like people wouldn't expect that. You know,
Yeah.
but it's like for sure I do stand out. But that's what makes everybody different. You know, and that's why I'm getting seen for this. You feel me? Because it's like no, like everybody has their charisma and their stilo and their swagger, and one day you will get seen for that. You feel me? Like whether it's being in a club full of people or being just somewhere, you know, you're different in your own way, and everybody's different in their own way.
Hell yeah. And that's such a good perspective for people, and to have your own style,
For sure.
you know. And
Don't try to copy off no one else, because at the end of the day, why would I try to be, I don't know, like I'm not gonna specifically say a rapper, but why would I try to be someone else when I could be Blanco?
yeah.
You feel me? Like it's like you maybe you could learn off somebody and learn off their game and the way they carry themselves, but you can't specifically fully copy that recipe, because it's like you gotta put that recipe part of yours and make your own confidence, your own stilo.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely. So what made you fall in love with rap game? I asked Tommy Guns this question as well, so I'm going to ask you that question too.
Honestly, what made me fall in love with the rap game is what made me start rapping was my two homies, rest in peace, long live Lil Bouncer and long live Smokey15. They both passed away, and they were rappers from my neighborhood. And they were on the verge of coming up, both young kids, and they passed away. You know, and when I would be in the studio every single day with them and everything, and that led me to love rap and keep doing it to this day for them. You know?
Okay.
Truthfully. For sure, it was my homies passing away.
What does your family think about your lifestyle?
You know, my mom, here and there, there's like, mom's always gonna say something. You know, mom's always gonna say something. My dad, he's cool with it. You know, he getting used to it and stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, you still hear that little. It comes in through the ear, you know. But it's like, for the most part, they're cool with everything I'm doing.
And now that they're seeing the success,
They're happy and proud.
that's good.
For sure, because it was different when I was just in the streets, and you know, like my mom would always be proud of me. You feel me? And always be happy for me. But now that she sees fans and people walking up to me and people acknowledging and noticing me, she's like, it's crazy. That's my son, you know? So
Yeah.
it's good. It's a good feeling for sure, you know?
That's awesome. Shout out all the supportive families out
For
there,
sure.
you know?
Because I never graduated school, so I couldn't have a sense for my mom to tell me, like, I'm proud of you, like, in the sense of me graduating school, you know? Like, now she tells me I'm proud of you because of what you're doing and what I'm seeing, you know? And that's dope. That's a good feeling, you know? To
Yeah.
have my mom give me a hug for what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, so you are being successful. I know you didn't, like you just said, you didn't graduate school. And luckily, you were able to get a new opportunity and a career, you know, because
For sure.
some people can't do that if they didn't finish school, right? And
Right.
how do you foresee, like, the next 10 years of your life?
The next 10 years?
Yeah.
Of right now?
Or how
It's
about your
gonna be-
20s? I mean, your 20s is a pivotal time in your life, and you are so much ahead of the game.
No, for sure. I'm, like, I don't know, honestly, like I'm gonna be for sure the next biggest thing. You feel me? So it's like I could say clearly like in when I get older, I'm for sure gonna be sitting down in my own house, feel me, in my own house with a lot of money, all my friends right, and all my family right, taken care of, you know, and shit. Honestly, just keep working to the point where it's like I there's so much work that I've done where it's done brought in so much money where it's like, okay, now I could chill, you know, because it's like to me, I'm just want to keep working to the point where I could get everybody right, you know. So that's what I mean. Like in the next 10 years, I'll really literally say I'll be good. I'll be relaxing, you know, and I'll have everything straight.
Do you want to like stay in LA?
No, for sure. I stay in LA now.
Okay.
Yeah, I stay in LA. I'm from Palm Springs, you know, but I stay in LA now.
Okay, that's dope. So you think you're going to be here too in the next 10 years?
For sure. Oh, in the next 10 years, probably not.
You think you'll...
Like, once I get to a certain point of having money and actual, like, because right now, I'm starting to become really famous too. Like, everywhere I'm starting to go, people are asking me for a picture. Like, I literally had just went to a drive-thru to get food, and the waiter's like, yo, let me get a picture. You know, like, and he's serving me my food. So it's just like, I feel like when I get real rich and successful, that I'll for sure move somewhere where no one knows me. You know? Most definitely. Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, I just want to chill sometime, you know?
Yeah.
That part too is like about rap. Like, there's so much going on that there's days that you don't realize where you just could chill.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why when I'm really rich and successful, I'll for sure move somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, like even today, it's Sunday.
It's
and he's taking this afternoon out for us to shoot this, you know, so that says a lot.
Hell yeah, for sure. I appreciate you having me here.
No, I was happy to have you guys come through. We've been trying to get this on the books for a while. Let's talk about a little bit about your songs and like, you know, how you rap, how you come up with your lyrics. What is there anything you really like rapping about, anything in particular, or you just kind of go off of what's happening in your life, or how does
I mean, at the end of the day, I rap about what I've seen, what I've done, and what life taught me, you know? So it's like, I freestyle majority all my songs. So when I first started rapping, I would write, but shout out to P-Face, he told me one day we're in his neighborhood, and he was like, we're chilling with his older homie, and he told me, he's like, rap, fool. Like, just say it. He's like, don't write. And I was like, you're right. And he was like, because off the chest is what you mean. And I was like, that's right. You know, that's the truth. So for sure, it was like, I just rap about everything I've been through. You know? Everything I've been through, everything that's happened to me in life, what I've done. You know, for sure. Like, a specific topic, I can't really say nothing. Just, you know, I'll say the streets.
All right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, and that's got to be harder than to write it out, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I think eventually you will have to, though, once you get into, like,
a certain
mainstream.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
Do you ever forget your lyrics when you're performing on stage?
Never.
Perform your songs? No?
Never.
Okay.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Thankfully.
So we know you're from Palm Springs. You're out here in LA now. What's your perfect day look like?
A perfect day for me?
Yeah.
Wake up, shower, get ready, smoke a couple blunts, go eat. Man, and honestly, when I'm not working, just chill all day. You know, figure out what I'm going to do and kick it with a couple of my homies, hang out with some girls, you know, and just chill. But when I'm on a working day, it's like, it's real hectic. And it still could be a perfect day because I had a lot of working days that are perfect days, you know? And I had a lot of just regular days that are perfect days. So it's like, it both has its ways. But a perfect day for me is just me waking up.
Okay.
That's a perfect day.
Awesome. Well, we did play this game with Tommy Gunn, so I want to play it with you. And it kind of helps us learn a little bit about him. So I'm going to ask you some questions. And just go ahead and say the first thing that comes to your mind. Well, it's called This or That.
All right.
All right. Blondes or brunettes?
Blondes.
Okay. Butts or boobs?
Butts.
Okay. Tats or piercings?
Tats.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
None.
None.
Alright. I don't, shit, Jay-Z, I don't know. I don't really know none of them. I don't have them.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Well, it's up to you. Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande?
Mariah Carey.
Okay. That's what Tommy Gunn said too.
Yeah.
Musicals or movies?
Movie.
Okay, he said that too. Slow dance or pop locking?
It depends if I'm like, we're with the homies, we're pop locking. But if I'm with the girl, I'm gonna slow dance.
Can you pop lock?
Nah, I don't dance.
Okay.
I don't dance. I mean,
Gangsters don't dance?
I do my little thing. When you see me in the videos, I'll
Two-step.
be doing, you know, the little gangster walk.
Alright. Oh yeah, the elbows.
You know.
Menudo or pozole?
Ooh. I have to say menudo.
Okay. Popeyes or Church's chicken?
Popeye.
Okay. El Pollo Loco or Taco Bell?
El Pollo Loco is better, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'll eat Taco Bell any day over there.
Tommy said Taco Bell too.
Yeah, Taco Bell. I don't like El Pollo Loco.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Beer or bud?
You said what?
Beer or bud?
Bud.
All right. That's it. But Tommy Guns, go watch out with how their answers lined up. You guys said a lot of the same options, so that's really.
We're similar in a way. That's my boy, man.
I love that game. But tell us, more the situation with your label. So OTR Records, right?
Right.
How's that going?
It's going good. I have an album coming out with Lefty Gunplay, Chito Ranas,
Oh, dope.
Westmont Scheme.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of. Those are actually the only 3 features, and Top Rank Gang.
Okay.
4 features. I only got 4 features on there. I don't have no one else. And the rest are solos. I have a lot of stuff coming, you know. I just got a lot of stuff coming. I got a lot of videos rolling out. I mean, I'm trying to get shows. I'm trying to get shows booked in. Mm-hmm. And I know once I do start doing shows, they're going to be packed out because I've been to a few shows and they already got, like, cracking.
Yeah.
So it's like, once I start doing big-ass venues, I know they're going to be packed out.
Hell yeah.
And so it's like, it's going good. Everything's going good, honestly. Everything's going good. All the homies are working. I'm working. Everybody's working. We're all getting to it.
So how did Solus discover you?
Honestly, shout out to Jay Nino, Shooters on Go. He's a cameraman for OTR. Smokey and Bouncer passed away. He went to their funeral. I seen a picture of Chito Ranas on my phone, and I was sitting in the homie's garage, and the garage was broken and it was leaking. Mm-hmm. And he had a Rolex on his wrist. He just took that picture, and he just went to the funeral. So I'm like, man, like I'm looking at my scenario, and I'm like, I'm trying to start rapping. Like, I'm not really doing much, but just bullshitting. And I remember I called him because he went to the funeral, and I had his number. I called him and I was like, hey, what's up? Let's lock it in the studio. He sent me an address after that call. He said, pull up this and this day. We locked in 2 studio sessions, me and Shooters on Go, and he connected the play with Solus the next week. And Solus literally followed me on every page and everything. Mm-hmm. And he walked into the studio when I was recording, shook my hand, and it was just a hi bye. Mm-hmm. And then later on, we sat down, and that's where
Hell yeah.
I came in to play.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ear for talent.
For sure he does,
The roster.
He seen it right when he seen me. He was like, yeah, you're going to blow, bro.
That's fire.
Like he told me, he's like, you're going to blow up straight up, bro. Like, and I want to fuck with you. And I was like, hell yeah, like, let's do it,
Yeah.
And at the time, too, it was like, I knew about them because everything already, like, Lefty wasn't from OTR when I got signed.
Oh, really?
We were almost...
You got signed before Lefty?
No, it was like we got signed literally on the same... Like, Lefty got out, and when he got signed, I got signed. Like, same couple days, So
Okay.
it was like it was cool. Like it was crazy, you know. It was crazy, but like I for sure was there in the start. So it's crazy to see how far everything's came, and even myself
Wow.
and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Because when I first met Solus and everything, I just had 1,000 followers, you know, and
Damn.
I wasn't really like have no real emotion like that. I posted one reel, it got 200K, the first ever reel I posted. So I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm running this
Was
up.
it you? You?
Me rapping.
Oh, so sick.
So it was like as soon as he seen that, he was like, oh yeah, bro, you're doing this. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
like you're running it up, and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, Solus is like the gasoline to the fire.
For sure.
You
Hell
know?
yeah, you know, he's a big part. Shout out Solus, shout out OTR, shout out Janino, shout out everybody right there.
So, are you doing anything with Bozo? Because Bozo.
Yeah, me and Bozo have a couple songs in.
Okay.
Me and Bozo have a couple. I did a show with Bozo in the past. I got a lot of stuff with Bozo. Bozo's a homie. Bozo's a good homie. Shout out Bozo, man.
Yeah.
Bozo's a good homie. I got a lot of stuff coming with Bozo.
Yeah, shout out Bozo. He's been on the show before. I've had Scheme on the show before. Lefty's been on the show before.
Yep. Shout out all
You
those
know,
guys.
We
All
fucked
those
with
guys.
all of them. So, yeah. Great year for talent. You know, you guys have been dropping heat like every week. I'm seeing a new music video from you guys.
For sure.
And like I said, when I saw you guys perform at the show, I didn't know. I knew who you guys were, but seeing you perform live, that really told me a lot. I was like, damn, these guys. Because, you know, you could hear shit and it's like dope online and everything, but to see it in person is always different.
For sure.
You know, and
For
you
sure.
guys, you know, I was up front. I'm sure you remember seeing me. Was DJ Flip filming?
Yeah, he was.
That's so crazy. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I
DJ Flip.
DM'd him today because I saw you mention him on an interview. And I was like, hey, you know, I wanted to let him know that I was interviewing him today. But I didn't know that was him filming because he was there in the crowd and you guys made a music video
for
out
sure.
of that day.
Yeah, he DJ Flip does everything. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out DJ Flip. That's a good guy. He records. He records our music, makes the beats, makes the videos. He does a lot.
And I didn't even know that was him. And, you know, I'm so happy I was respectful to him because all I knew was I saw this cameraman just kept like coming in and out. And you don't know who it is. You don't know.
Yeah, no, truthfully, you don't.
You don't know if it's just some random like.
Or it's like,
wanting to get content,
yeah.
You know. But thank God I was really nice to him and I got out of the way. And then,
For sure.
And then you guys turned it into a music video. I was like, fuck, I'm glad I wasn't like, no, move out the way.
No, for sure. That day was a good day too.
Yeah,
it
was crazy. Yeah, it ended crazy, you know, and viral because of, you know, us.
You know.
You know, we got locked in. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I was just performing.
I know. Thank God the people upstairs. We were trying to help everyone get out, and thank God there was like no panicking happening. But
yeah,
the cops literally locked us in the building, which would have been a major fire hazard. And one of our boys, Leche, I don't know if you know who Leche is. He has a clothing line. He broke the door open for us to get out.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, the cops, I don't know how long the cops would have kept us in there.
No, for sure. Most definitely.
So that was crazy. But yeah, anyways, go check him out online. You want to, you know, give any shout outs or? Shout out
to straight up, shout out to my hood, shout out to OTR Records, shout out to DJ Flip, 808 Cartel. Man, long live Smokey, long live Lil Bouncer. You know, and I also just got a quick message for everybody. If you're trying to rap and trying to do something and you're a youngster in the streets like myself, you know, and trying to do what I'm doing and trying to really pursue it and not be looking at it as a joke and not be bullshit, tap in with Twin Star Records. That's a recording studio in the IE. They're going to start doing a lot of stuff for a lot of young kids, you know, in the streets. And you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a record label, but despite that, we're trying to help kids, you know?
Wow.
We're trying to help a lot of kids and a lot of kids to pursue a dream and maybe make it out the streets with music.
I love that.
You know, so every kid, everybody that thinks you have potential or anything, tap in with Twin Star Records, man. If you think you the one, tap in with Twin Star.
So
we can help you, you know, and that team will help you. You know?
Fire, I love that. Paying it forward, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Paving the way and also giving some shine and sharing the wealth.
For sure.
We all want to support each other. I definitely want to support talent that I see. So when I saw them live, I was like, damn, this is the new wave. This is who's next. Next up, we had to bring them on the show, Latin affiliated. I know you've seen them everywhere, but we finally got them here on this show. So we saved the best for last, people.
Shout out Latin affiliated. It's Blanco15. Man, we just knocked it out. All the females tap in. Shout out to my hood. Shout out everybody, man.
Yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.